Why I use a gas caddy. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning, beautiful people. Today we're going to talk about a gas caddy and why I have one in my garage. It has turned into an absolute joy to have in the garage, and I'll talk about the pros and cons of my ownership over the last 2 years with this gas caddy. First off, it holds 15 gallons of gas, or roughly about 60 liters. And the hose length is roughly about 9.5 to 10 feet long for reaching your lawnmower, whatever you're refilling with gas. Why do I need 15 gallons of gas in my garage? Well, I have 4 motorcycles I'm forever working on. Just recently, I had the Roadster torn down 4 times to remove the gas tank on a problem that I was troubleshooting, and I'll shoot a video on that coming up here soon. Emptying the gas out of the gas tank, this gives me a place to stow it. When I'm ready to go back, put it back together, I can just pump it right back in and keep on getting it. Now, most of us have a gas can in the garage for our leaf blower, weed eater, lawnmower, riding lawnmower, snowmobiles, snow plow. It just goes on and on and on. And I also have a diesel tractor and a kerosene heater. So they sell them in different colors for that reason. Red is normally for gas, yellow is for diesel, and they also make one in gray, which I think is kind of an odd color that you could use for kerosene. Kerosene is normally associated with the color blue. What does this retail for? I bought it on Amazon. I paid right around $100 2 years ago. It's gone up in price. It's about $125, and you know, the never-ending Cyber Week Christmas sale that starts in November and ends in December. Right now it's selling for $116. I'll have a link to it down below if you have any interest. At the end of this video, we'll talk about my cons and things I don't like about it. It has 6-inch wheels on it, and it is easy to roll around. Like if I'm rolling it down to the dock to fill up the jet ski or the boat, or rolling it out in wherever I'm working on my property, it's if I know I'm going to be going through several tanks of gas, it saves me the trouble of having to keep going back in and out of the garage to refuel. I will say it's really built really well. It's really durable. It has not leaked 1 drop in 2 years. It has 2 brass shut-off valves on it, which I kind of like. It also has an air vent here that you can release the air in it before you start pumping. You have to release the air valve on it before you start pumping, otherwise it's going to suck in and become really hard to try and pump the gas. You lay it down flat on its back, and then you can fill it up that way. You can easily stow it in your pickup truck, or in my case, my SUV, my sport utility Bronco, and just lay it down in the back, fill it up, and then I wheel it back in the garage. How often do I go through 15 gallons of gas? Roughly about every 3 months. This time of year, the leaf blower gets heavy use, trying to corral all the leaves on my property. I'm buried in them. Then you also have your normal things like chainsaw for cutting wood, etc. So I do go through quite a bit, let alone wrenching on my bikes in the garage. It's really convenient. Now, when you stow it for like 3 months with gasoline in it, like there is now, I 100% of the time, the minute I fill it up, I treat the gas with STA-BIL. STA-BIL is a fuel stabilizer, and you just measure out the required amount. There's a graph here on the side, or a scale, for how many gallons you got. Dump it in there, and you're good to go. I have had 0 problems with bad gas over the last 2 years, storing gas in this for 3+ months at a time. I highly recommend this. Now, you have to be careful when you have gas cans in your garage. The latest generation of gas cans all have these silly buttons that you have to hold to be able to get it to pour. And it's really hard on my hands and annoying to use. They never work very well. Well, this is no different. This has a button here on the back that you have to depress. That unlocks the handle, and then I can pump. And this is a hand pump, so you repeat it. I'm not going to keep pumping it and douse myself with gasoline, but you keep pumping it. They say it pumps about 2 gallons a minute. That's a lot of pumping, and I'm just saying it's annoying to have to use that, so that's definitely a con. I may just lop that off and hook up a fuel pump so I can do it more efficiently. Don't know. I don't know if I want to mess with that. And now I have a corded device that I have to power, and then I can't use it out in the field, etc. So jury's still out on that. Now, if I'm traveling a long ways, like I'm taking this to hunting camp, because I know I'm going to be doing some work out there on the property there, there's cutouts in the actual fuel cell itself, so I can use a ratchet strap and strap it down so it's not flying around in the back of your pickup truck or your SUV. So overall, I give this Fuel Caddy a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up from Kraken's Garage. It's not perfect, but it has certainly made my life a lot simpler than running out of a 5-gallon gas tank that's equally as heavy to bend over and hold and try to fill up your bike or your mower or whatever and not have it gushing out. You have some finesse being able to pump it out and not overfill and splash your gasoline in throughout your garage. It has been leak-proof. The wheels on it make it super convenient for me to wheel it down to the dock. I also have a generator because we lose power often here at the house. So it's real easy to wheel it right over to the generator, top it off, and keep on getting it. And that's part of the reason also why I keep it, because I have a gas-driven generator. I chose not to go with propane because my propane tank when I built the house is only so big, and if the power decides to go out when you've used up and you're about to get it refilled, you switch it over to propane and you're going to be out in a day or two in a hurry during your power outage, and now you have no heat, no nothing. So for me, I can run my generator about a week just off of the gasoline in this 15-gallon gas caddy. So it's insurance for me. There'll be links down below to this and also to *STA-BIL if you decide you want to purchase one. I highly recommend it. It's a $100 gift if you're looking to buy somebody something for Christmas, if that's within your budget. So for somebody that's a renter in their garage, huge benefit to have. I hope you learned something in today's video, and I thank you for joining me today. And remember, folks, go running because it's good for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.